Today, let's start discussing the extra points. So first we have here 2 points, the 4 alert spirit point or the Sishencong and the hall of impression or the Yintang. The 4 alert spirit or the Sishencong or the M-HN-1 point. This is a group of 4 points, each located one soon from do20 in anterior, posterior, and lateral position. So how do we find these points? First, we locate do20 on the highest point of the head at the junction of a line connecting the apices of the ears and the vertical midline. Alternative location method. First, we locate do20, which is 5 soon, superior to the anterior, and 7 soon, superior to the posterior hairline. EXH1 M-HN-1 forms a star-shaped group of points around do20. 2 points are located at a distance of 1 tun each on the do-my, whereas the 2 are located 1 tun from do20 in a lateral direction. Needling this point is 0.5 to 1 tun obliquely towards do20. For its action and indications, this calms the shen, alleviates pain, calms wind, and benefits the eyes and ears. The actions and functions of these points are similar to those of do20. These points are mostly used as local points for the treatment of epilepsy. So to summarize its function, Sishencong extinguishes interior wind in epilepsy and wind stroke. It calms the mind in manic depression and insomnia, and brightens the eyes and benefits the ears in blurred vision and deafness. The 4 points Sishencong were first discussed in the sage-like prescriptions from the Taiping era on the 10th century. As the name 4 alert spirit implies, these 4 points are able to pacify interior wind which rises to harass the head and brain in wind stroke, epilepsy, dizziness, etc., and to calm the spirit in mania, depression, insomnia, and others. In clinical practice, these points are either used as a group, all 4 being needled together, or through needled from do20. Next point, we have the hall of impression Yintang or the EXHN3. Needling this point is through, first we have a pinching skin method. With the thumb and index finger, form a skin fold above the point and insert the needle 0.3 to 0.5 tun transversely from superior to inferior into the fold towards the root of the nose. As an alternative method, oblique or transverse or subcutaneous insertion towards the eyebrows, where bladder 2 is, or prick to bleed. For its actions and indications, this point calms the shen, benefits the nose, eliminates internal wind, opens the channels, and alleviates pain. For its special features, this is commonly used extra point with a harmonizing effect. Yintang is located on the anterior midline or lumine between the eyebrows. So how do we find this point? We locate the glabella, a smooth surface on the frontal bone, directly above the root of the nose, between the superciliary arches. Then locate EXHN3 or Yintang in its center, on the midline and between the medial extremities of the eyebrows. Located along the superciliary arches from the medial to lateral are bladder 2, EXHN4, and triple Werner 23. Yintang point extinguishes interior wind and it relieves convulsions in children. It is therefore used at the late stages of children's febrile diseases. More commonly in everyday practice, Yintang is used to calm the mind and to relieve anxiety and insomnia. To summarize its function, Yintang extinguishes wind in epilepsy, vertigo, and convulsions, calms the mind in anxiety, insomnia, and fright. It also benefits the nose in nasal congestion and discharge and in sneezing. The extra point Yintang was first discussed in the essential questions. It is curious, however, that such an important and commonly used point was not classified as a point of the governing vessel on whose pathway it lies. Lying between the eyebrows, in the area ascribed to the third eye by many traditional cultures, Yintang has been considered by some Qigong authorities to be the location of the upper dantian. Yintang is commonly used in four clinical situations. First is a powerful and effective point to calm the spirit in the treatment of insomnia, anxiety, and agitation. Second, to activate the channel and alleviate pain in the treatment of frontal headache. Third, to benefit the nose in the treatment of nasal congestion and discharge, rhinitis, sinus pain, nosebleed, etc. And fourth, to pacify wind in the treatment of chronic and acute childhood fright, wind, or infantile convulsions. So the use of Yintang in combinations with other points. So for head wind following intoxication, Yintang is combined with bladder 2 and stomach 36. For insomnia, Yintang is combined with heart 7 and spleen 6. For hypertension, Yintang is combined with lung LI11 and stomach 36. For headache, Yintang is combined with GB20 and Taiyang and LI4. For rhinitis, Yintang is combined with LI20 and LI4.